where they put you on game politics on the humble. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for the coins, for the coins. Um, welcome to the jungle. Where we put you on game politics on the humble. Um, all donations to Cash App CNG 23. Everything goes right back to the program, to the podcast. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Um, don't forget your sweat equity, because you want to feel good, look good, because you want to do it, not because you told to do it. You don't. Get what I'm saying? You done. No. Don't forget to check me out. Welcome www.welcometothejungle.com is your host El Leon, aka Captain Jack Sparrow. Well, we put Jack Sparrow. Take that out of there. Um, but yeah, I came. We coming this afternoon, or this evening. Watch a couple podcasts, couple current news. I shared it on the El Leon Facebook about um, what's your name? Little Joey uh, put itself again in some hot mess. This time it was to the. I'm telling you that Joey Merlino episode was caught a lot of heat. Um, it was just a lot of goofy shit was going on. I guess uh, he just likes to talk about everybody. Well, this time I seen on what was it? Let me see, Harlem TV. Uh, Let me see. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, on Harlem TV. You see it right there. Um, let's see. How can I make this bigger? Uh, anyway, yeah, it's right there on the screen. I just come back. Ex Mob Enforcer. I guess one of the stories that he told, right, that he told us about, um, not he told us about, that he spoke of in the program, had something to do with one of these mob enforcers that according, if you want to catch the whole story, you either go to the Leon page and check on there, or I think go to Harlem Legend TV. He caught it. He captured it pretty good. So that's what I caught it on. You know what I mean? Even though I seen the actual interview, but since he's a blabbermouth, he talks about so much shit. You don't know exactly who he's talking about, right? He just, he's the biggest, toughest in the land. So, and his mouth gets him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, that's what it is. You know what I mean? So, what those guys were saying also, that one of those guys said that Joey Merlino was a rat. Or some dumb shit like that. I never heard that myself, so I'm definitely not gonna say yeah, this, that, and the third, because I never heard that. I watched the what was it, a documentary they had on him, seeing all the shit that went down. Um, Stand up guy, somebody that went through the motions back in the days when all that shit was going on, right? We all remember the ones that were. Anyway, welcome to the program. Sorry, audience. Sorry, audience. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Back to the program. So I guess what brought that about the Joey dumb guys saying about the Joey was because um, was because what you call it, Lil Joey was talking shit about them on the show. Well, talking to Skinny Joey or whatever his name is about them dudes. about the rats, right? You know how these motherfuckers always talk that rat shit, right? And he was pointing, he likes to point fingers, little Joey, right? But there's a lot of shit about him that distilled, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So why would he sit on there and just antagonize and just point the finger at these guys, right? At those guys, excuse me. And just go ham on them. I know it's due to the fact that he got this one person in front of him. He wants to show off or whatever. But if y'all caught that last episode with Joey Merlino, um, that was not a good look for 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 little Joey, aka Butterfugo, because he just said too much that he shouldn't have said, which falls on him. Um, and and now everybody's like, whoa, you know what I mean? But these guys, they don't appreciate him, right? Cause they said the right. He's not a gangster. He's not a tough guy. He's a capper. He's a liar. Whatever, whatever. He just somehow got in position because he bullied the rappers around somewhat. You know what I mean? And he hangs with this and that. And everybody's just got each other dick in their hand. And you know what I'm saying? So, he was able to do what he do when it came to them. You know what I'm talking about? But there's a lot of things that went on. A lot of things has been said, right? That's why when I talk about them and I say certain shit, I'm talking about what I've heard, right? Things that's been said, right? You know what I mean? The him messing with underage girls is not a secret, That was actually he even said that himself. You know what I mean? Like that came out. I don't know if it was from that lawsuit, from court papers, or one of his ex affiliates brought that out. But then we heard the song and we heard and the language, how he was able to evade them shots, them bullets, and right. There's only one or two ways you can get around that type of shit there. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna go into it. You know what I mean? Because the problem at hand is him getting into it with these guys, right? So quickly, right? They're right. They turn state. They ratted in their situation. So, but that doesn't make them less. What's the word I'm calling? Less less men than what they are, right? I mean, less gangster, right? Because they still able to do what the fuck they got in trouble for. It's just that they lose the respect they have from the other stand up guys, the other mafia guys, when it comes, to any further from when that happened on forward. You get what I mean? But being that little Joey got made a friend, um, right? That they brought on the show, this, that, and the third, whatever, whatever. And he went on to talking crazy. I mean, the thing is, you can't talk crazy. Why would you talk that crazy about some dudes that's just not gonna sit around with their hands crossed or just stay quiet when you got too much dirt in your motherfucking closet? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what gets to me. Like, hopefully, it just stays there, right? Um, it was just a conversation on the podcast. That's why the podcast situations you gotta talk about things that if you're gonna talk about a story of something that already went on already, that shit done and over with. Everybody served their time, or people not here no more, or the person that story is about is saying it, and you're just asking questions and not implicating other people and talking shit about other people where it gets you in a situation like he's in right now, right? That's what most people should do. You know what I mean? Um, like I don't take him seriously like that. I never really did. I mean, there's more to it, right? I never really, you know what I mean? Because one, to me, I looked at him as a rapper. All that gangster and all that other extra shit, I ain't really, you know what I mean? Yeah, I heard about things happening, this, that, within in the hip hop community, right? like I said, you know what I mean? He was always able to bully them niggas around, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. You know, because he had the 100 niggas with him or whatever, whatever. And so I guess he always came out on top in them situations. But when you start getting into certain situations, you ain't gonna know where that shit coming from. So, I just hope that they don't decide that, you know, the violation was so severe because it was just a conversation in between. I guess they don't like skinny Joey, Merlino. I guess these guys that came up, the ex enforcers don't like Joey Merlino or whatever. I don't know the situation. I mean, yeah, I seen a documentary, so I know it was a situation between them. But that should have just been, something that happened between them. It shouldn't have fell on. It shouldn't have fell on Fat Joe, right? Oh well, excuse retract allegedly, right? Lil Joey, that's what we call him over here, Lil Joey. You know what I mean? Uh, I just look at he's just trying to look. His way of doing things is right. He's using the music, the hip hop tactics into the podcast world. He think he wants to use that, like like try to bully people around and just back in the day when he really say something, people really like used to follow and believe him or whatever. This before everybody found out he used to just lie about shit, a capper. His rhymes ain't true. This, that, and the third. You get what I mean? Um, he had a little bit more what's the name to him. You know what I mean? Like niggas respected him differently. Now motherfuckers just know it's just you know what up there, who goes there. You know what I mean? So I just hope that listen, man, cause I talk shit about him all the time. You know what I mean? Not all the time. Will I really be responding to what he be saying? Cause not so long ago he even did a song. Let me pull that up. See if I can pull it up while I'm on here. Uh, okay, Albertine. Boom. See if it could come up. Excuse me, y'all. See if it comes up on the headphones. I just want to play something. You know what I mean? Cause he just did a song the other day. Well, day before yesterday or whatever. See, to me, this is a sport. You know what I mean? I have fun going. You know what I mean? I have fun talking shit. You know what I mean? It don't get me out of character. You get what I'm saying? Because I know son is just that's who he is. That's what he is. So usually he pick on motherfuckers that ain't gonna do shit about shit. You get what I'm saying? And he pick on motherfuckers that he can push over. You know what I mean? When he do certain shit, as far as me feel like having an answer, is because he be hating. Okay, rough thing, come off with new style for. I think it was rough thing. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but let me see. Fling, fling. Ven, 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 pa' que sienta loco este tren. Baby, yes, sang him. Agarrarte el pin. See, when I said, mamita, ese, bienvenida a mi selva, baby, yes, sang him. So the reason I even play this, I don't know if y'all can hear it over the headphones, but let me quit that. Let me just play one more time so you get what I'm saying. Ven, 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 pa' que sientas los caballos de este tren. My baby, yes, sang him. So the name of his song is I'm him. You know what I mean? So you see the little silly shit that I'm talking about that he do. He straight up stole that particular part. And I'm talking to like the song is about me kicking, spitting to a chick. You know what I mean? Welcome to the jungle, baby. Yes, I'm him. You know what I mean? He took it and did some shit because I heard it the other day. I guess it was before the game or whatever. The day before the game, right? I caught it late. You know what I'm talking about? And he said I'm him like 20 times and this, that, and the third. And he went into one of them rants. Well, that's what I'm accustomed. To me, I have fun whenever he talks shit because I know what it is. You know what I'm talking about? And but like to me, it's part of hip hop. You know what I mean? If you gonna talk some shit, I'm gonna talk some shit. You gonna drop some, I'm gonna drop some. You know what I mean? But he just been wanting to be more. You know what he do? He steals the realness and ideas and shit from people, and that's what he want. He want to attack that and do that, but excludes you out of the picture. You know what I mean? He like, fuck that, listen to me. I'm from the You know what I'm saying? Like, like if I don't know you, you know what I mean? I wonder if he said that about them niggas. If I don't know you, you ain't nobody. If I don't know you, you ain't no real nigga. What the fuck this nigga talking about? Anyway, his mouth got him in trouble again. But I just want everybody to know. Listen, man, we ain't nobody worried about little Joey. You know what I'm talking about, aka Butterfugo. You know what I mean? That's why I call him Butterfugo, cause he's a fake monster, fake whatever, gangster, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Um, but I have fun with him because he is a funny character. You get what I mean? So whenever he say something, I just get creative. You know what I mean? Or he do something, I just get creative. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know, because I know, I've known so many people throughout the years that do the same shit he does, resemble the, just blabber at the mouth, talk about shit you shouldn't talk about. Like even in the interview, he's trying to like, I know you're in the mafia, right? And I'm like, and the other niggas like, yeah, yo. I'm like, don't these niggas know that you just put yourself in this situation? I'm like, yo, these niggas is crazy. I'm like, yo, what world these niggas? These niggas is stuck in. I think they thought they were on set, but they weren't on a movie set. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that what I mean. This goes away for him. Listen, man, he's a Knicks fan, guys. You know, he just he is what he is, guys. Man, if he's I from a real nigga, from a real aspect of life, just just let him be, man. Don't take that no, don't take that to the heart, man. Whoever you guys are, whatever he said, we all heard it. We all just what I mean. If you need to say just right, but don't, what I'm saying, don't put no hands and feet on him, you know what I'm saying, like he does to everybody, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just laugh it off. If you gonna attack, just goof off back, call him all type of meatballs, all kind of dumb shit, and just let it be, man. He has a problem at the mouth. He really don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's trying to, because he really don't know what he's doing because he's a fan of the show. I just want y'all to know he's a fan. He's a fan of Welcome to the Jungle. He's a fan, and he's supposed to be. I'm trying to see if we got a sponsorship going. You know what I mean? Which is Glizzy's by Lil Joey. And let's hold up. Where you at? Let's big up our sponsors real quick since we talking about them. You know what I'm talking about? Big up. Oh damn. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let me see if I can find the sponsor. Okay, you go sponsors. These are sponsors. Big up our sponsors for Glizzy's by Lil Joey, man. Word up. You know what I mean? He's a good kid, man. He's a good kid. He came up in the projects, came up, back into 80s or whatever. He became a rapper. He's been a rapper for a while. He used to be lot hard headed. He was a bully for the longest. That's what it is. He never transitioned to adulthood. And the problem is the amount of money, he gets and the looks and through the rap or whatever. He's been able to manipulate that into his favor. And that's why he doesn't change, because he figures if I got this, I got that, these niggas don't got this, or this person, so he thinks he's better than everybody, guys. So, you know what I mean? He just has a mental problem of growing up, of stop being a gatekeeper, not have to talk about everybody. You know what I mean? Coexist, you know what I mean? So what? Them, you consider them boys rats and all of that other shit, but they went through that. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? You don't want to talk. it's when you point the finger, it's one pointed back at you, and that's when people start digging into you and realize, hold up, son, how dare you? You know what I mean? So I just dealing with starting certain shit. People still have friends, and you know what I mean, and that shit can get sticky. I know he thinks he's bad and all of that, and he got friends as well too, but it wouldn't be fair to your friends to put them in the line of fire when you starting shit and doing shit and talking shit when it's unnecessary. Instead of you got a platform, it's not to step down on people and do this and that. You know what I mean? Talk about productive shit without talking and degrading and other. I don't know. You understand? Y'all understand what I'm saying, right? Do I get across? I just I seen it today. I'm like, oh my god, Lil Joey, stay. I was gonna talk about the song because I tried. Matter of fact, I'm gonna record it on the phone from when I got it, where I got that shit from, and that made me laugh. I'm like, this nigga stole the whole. That's he still out like, listen, man, let him get. He said it was an anthem for the summer. Son, the nigga, he ain't even get, he ain't even let Dummer get 16 bars. He just said, no, fuck that, 2 bars and cut him out. He don't let niggas talk on the show. He don't let niggas rap on the song. He let kids get 2 bars, son, and that's it, son. 2 bars. You know what I mean? Not just, he's just a character, man. To tell you the truth, y'all, I have fun with him. I laugh a lot. You know what I mean? I don't ever take nothing serious. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't never been a scary motherfucker, and I can handle myself pretty good, real good. You know what I mean? So it just, it's just some people are uncomfortable with you being who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it provokes them and makes them do shit and say shit that I just go back and forth for a little bit. You know what I mean? And play around. To me, it's funny. It gives me content to talk about. It gives me shit to laugh about. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm already used to him. So you know what I mean? I'm already, you know what I mean? It's not that I want to shut him on completely. I don't want him to talk. I'm like, nah, it's no need for no dumb shit because that's just who he is. You gotta look, analyze, and accept people for what they are. And he's just like that. He's just animated where his stories are, and they make me laugh. Even though I know he lied or he just overdoing it, it makes me laugh. You know what I mean? Cause he'll put you in the story. He'll give you another name. He beat you up. He pound you out, legend. he tear you up, son. But his audience is just they like him. You know what I mean? They look up to him. They believe and so he has a purpose in algorithm. Now he now the last thing is he wants to be in charge of the algorithm, king of the algorithm. He wants to be he's the best podcaster. Um, this is the latest. Once he got that bag, once he feel like people ain't looking at him funny for all these previous months that he been in hot water, right? Remember for the N word, for black something something. I'm not thinking right now. You know what I mean? But he was able to, you know what I mean. Dama gave him a hand, so it kind of made him. You know what I mean? That he was ready to take him. He ain't let him go, son. That's his savior. You know what I mean? That what made him good. You know what I mean? But he don't. He got a check, so he rolling with it. You know what I mean? So all type of contamination is going on. You know what I'm talking about? Let of mercy. Ba 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 ba. You done? No. Oh. Anyway, man. But it is what it is. I just got on here because I wanted to talk about it. Some people, we going over a lot of people here, but we know he's a fan. We know he's watching. You know what I mean? We just gotta say, yo, Joey, man, you gotta cool out, shit. Don't talk about. You gotta stop talking about people in the way you do. You know what I mean? I know you want to tell stories. I know you wanna. You got people across from you. You wanna. Yeah, I'm Big Bad Wolf too. You know what I'm talking about? Type shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, there's other ways to go about that. You know what I mean? Some people is not gonna go back and forth and make it. You know, to me, it gives me content. To me, it makes me laugh. To me, it gives me something to talk about. Cause you know what I mean? I know, I know how to handle it. You know what I'm talking about? Them folks, they ain't got time. They, them type of people, they want you out the way or they want you silent forever type shit. You know what I mean? To me, you could coexist because you had your period, your gap in history as far as music and this that is concerned. You know what I mean? And it's good to see you do different shit. You know what I mean? It's good to see you now sponsor other platforms and help. You know what I mean? It's good to see you stop being a gatekeeper and not hate on new talents and not hate on other podcasters. So I've seen the growth. You know what I mean? So let's give them a hand of applause for want to sponsor other podcasters and you know what I mean and be a man of change and be a man of letting other people feed their families, man. Let's give them a hand of applause. Cheer! Oh! Right. Cool. So anyway, man, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm about to get up out. Got another 30 minutes to get ready for another show. We got the FIFA going on, and everybody. I hope you're enjoying the FIFA. Mexico had a great show, but that's all I want to talk about the little Joey situation, man. I just hope that shit don't get out of hand. It's looking sticky. You know what I mean? Regardless of what them guys is, that was their business. That's what they went through. You know that shit can get. You know what I'm saying? But and on the other hand, I don't. You know, it's a lot of misinformation, right? The Joey Merlino dude, I never heard him of being a turncoat rat, whatever the case may be. So I can it's good that Harlem TV specified that too, right? But them dudes is mad because they know he's showing off for him. So you know when motherfuckers get fired up, they're like, man, he's a rat, he's a rat, he's a rat. They're like, fuck all you motherfuckers, but you know what I mean? Right, because you attacking them. So you know that's what's gonna come out. You know what I mean? But I just hope that shit just stays, in the internet and don't get out of hand because certain situations will spiral out of control. And at the end of the day, we all doing content, right? So there's other ways to defend yourself and do this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? You just gotta understand who you're dealing with. Some people, they should know not to blabber at them out too much, especially about certain people or certain situations. But everybody choose and do what they want to do. Here at the jungle, we just gonna put you on game, politic on the humble, and continue doing what we're doing, which is sports, hip hop culture, and the evolution of hip hop culture. You know what I mean? And politics and all other kind of news. But for right now, we done. We hope you have a blessed night, blessed rest of the week. Remember, tomorrow is another game five. Game five. Hopefully the Knicks will bring it home and close out. Uh, but if not, we already know that they not giving up to the last second. So if they don't finish out tomorrow, they're gonna come back to Garden, which is gonna be crazy, right? As long as they don't tie it up and we had to go through that roller coaster, we good. You know what I mean? Even better yet, it's better if they close out over there because it won't be too crazy in New York, even though it's gonna get a little crazy, but it won't be all the way out the way crazy because the game was at home, blase, 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 blase. You already know what I'm talking about. Anyway, get y'all punk ass off my show. Let me hold something. Stop playing with the kid with no River DJ. Remember, if you want to donate, it's okay, man. You can hit like, donate it. CNG23 at Cash App. You know what I mean? Everything goes back to merch, paying for equipment. You know what I mean? Giveaways, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? And it goes right back into the jungle. So, you know what I mean? We really appreciate it. And just remember, man, so tonight, 10 o'clock, is Korea versus Sijat, dumb, and Korea. Sorry, no disrespect, but I forgot how to pronounce it. Um, but yeah, talk to y'all punk ass later. You know what I mean? I gotta get my push-ups in. It's Thursday, right? Get my swag with in and all that. Chew hurt. Where's bone? Get it? And we heard that shit, son. Don't worry, I'ma fight back, son. We heard you. You know what I mean? We hear you over there trying to fire off that little 22 you got over there, son. We gonna hit you with the bada bing in a minute, man. Musically, all right? All right. Let me specify, cause y'all liable to just come up with some shit and we ain't, we just having fun. You done know. Anyway, y'all be easy for Sheezy. I'll talk to y'all punk ass later. Oh, in about a half hour. Bring my dad, bring the dumb Victor on the show, and talk some more soccer's, footballs, what we call it. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, welcome to the jungle. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we got a good game, which is United States opening United States game in the FIFA World Cup. No, you done? No. Oh. Let me stop. I'm out, man. Get up out. Gotta cook me some. You know what I'm talking about. Gotta get ready. You know what I mean? Production. We out. Y'all be easy, man. Ooh. Get up out, man. Let me hold something. Stop playing with the kids, yo. Ready spawn, yo. Get it?